Thought it jaundice.
Is there an overhead light on right now that isn't normally?
We're live.
Yeah. That's the overhead light.
Yeah, that's okay.
Welcome.
I'm sure
Welcome
it's.
to Jaundice TV.
Hold on.
Nah, you good.
Let me
Okay.
change that.
It's all you, Steven.
I wouldn't turn the light off necessarily, but I'm not super. Anyway, okay. Hey guys. Um, a little bit how it's not even how the sausage is made. This is just absolute
in here.
nonsense. Um, there we go. That looks a little bit less unhealthy. Um, hey guys. Hey guys. Welcome back to Barovia, man. It's just a bad time. But welcome to Barovia, the land with no sun and whose skies are always overcast with the thick clouds of the mist. Welcome to Barovia, a land whose people live under the boots of their oppressors, whether that be their neighbor, their mayor down the road, or their count high in his cliffside castle. As it is now, so has it been for decades, centuries passing as each has before it. They are born, they live, struggle against the oppressors, and they die. Some are even unlucky enough to find that they live through another turn of the cycle, when the mists and the shadowy creatures that inhabit them deem it time to wake the Count from his slumber and capture souls from beyond the borders of this demiplane to entertain or perhaps torture the denizens here. And this is where our story has begun. Most recently, what happened last time?
Recently, we were keeping watch amongst each other. The first to watch, Gawain, noble, very self-aware. Saw something and heard something in the brush and alerted Ivor. And Gawain had some conversations with other party members. And also, at the end of his watch, had a very meaningful conversation with a certain someone, the Lady of Light. The second watch, I think, was it Riss or was it Ivor?
It was
You
Ivor
guys
and
each.
Rish.
It was both
Yeah,
actually.
both actually.
Oh yes, because Riss conditionally. Um, Ivor had a very important conversation with Cesar, his steel defender and companion and son. For those of you who are not up to date, he actually asked Cesar, "How are you feeling?" Emphasis on that. And Cesar, instead of the very robotic punching windows or like, "Do you need assistance?" actually spoke. Very communicative, very demure, very mindful. Um, but Caesar was more, I guess, sential, more aware of his situation. From here on out, I'm gonna need a little bit of help.
I got it. So after Caesar was made more loquacious, Riss was off doing some experimental spellcraft, which was done, I believe, on the Blight spell to make it effective against undead. With 1/3 of the work done, Riss and Misty had a talk about not where the extra gold came from, but the existence of it. Orion smelled something that smelled like stables and rotting meat and like straw and mildew and stuff. And then he passed that on to the second watch, which was Ivor, who eventually passed it on to Riss, and into the, let's see, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss anything. Misty didn't do anything during their, because they didn't have any watch. They just woke up at the end, correct?
Yep.
Okay, thought so. I don't believe Nedro did anything crazy.
Not at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not on his watch.
No, Ned didn't do anything during his watch.
I mean,
Except maybe sneak into the dungeon and steal the only thing that you guys
Oh,
really
you were
cared
on-
about.
Oh, you were on last watch. Never mind.
I was gonna say, did Ned even get a watch technically? Was Ned ever on watch?
Okay. He was awake for his watch.
True.
And then he immediately convinced
You
Riz
just
to go
abandoned your
into the
post.
castle.
We had a robot and some animals looking after everybody. They were fine. That doesn't matter.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Anyways, during third watch, there was a recap about Lord Argynvoss, the silver, ancient silver dragon.
Silver Fox.
Yes, the silver fox. Ned, Misty, and Riss on third watch decide to go alone and explore the keep of the Order of the Silver Dragon.
Back up. There's context here.
Controlled
We didn't
chaos,
just do it-
I know.
No, not that. We just didn't do it for no reason. Nedra had a valid reason. We know that what was in there
Straight
was
shot.
we know what was in there was information on Strahd, on his history, and the last time we had
That's fair.
information / history on Strahd, it really disarmed him, and that seems like useful things to have. So Nedro convinced Riss, which was easy because Riss just likes learning stuff in books. And Misty went because she's horny.
I can't deny that.
Very straightforward with that one. Okay. All right.
Look, you got to know who you're recruiting to your team to do stupid shit. So
It's fair. The
RPG.
the great stone dragon reacted when they went in front of it, releasing a breath, but doing nothing else that they know of. While Gawain and Ivor were asleep, they explored the manor, eventually finding 3 knights kneeling before an altar, stone still. They are revealed to be revenants, which are a nasty bit of undead that you really don't want to piss off because they straight up impossible to kill. Just come back. One of them, while we were outside, they explored and eventually got to the top of the manor at the tallest peak, as it were, and found a very old book with a lock on it. Immediately grabbed that, teleported out with some very creative use of metamagic and teleportation spells, and effectively circumvented an entire encounter while we were dealing with what was his name? Remy, the Revenant, as he comes out yelling Vladimir. Vladimir eventually comes out, and they begin to do a little standoff, during which time we had offered our aid, but received no acknowledgement whatsoever, so left him to his own devices. We eventually get out of there. We are able to take a sec, and Riss identifies the book as the Tome of Strahd, at which point we realize it is an icon of Ravenloft, and our magic grows as we level up to level 8. Mm-hmm. At that point, after having his conversation with the Lady of Light, Gawain asked everyone to essentially pull over and dismount so that a bit of magic could be cast in the form of a Zone of Truth spell to get to the truth of some matter. What is it? Guess we'll have to find out.
That's why it's called cliffhanger.
Just for extra context, especially for Buck, there were 4 revenants last game. The 3 that were in the house that were stone still until Remy, which is a different revenant that we met 5. Remy, which is a different revenant, which we came across on the road once but kind of ignored us, came. And then Gawain and Rich and Ivor are the ones who specifically offered their help. The party who went in the house and escaped with teleportation was like, no, let's get the fuck out of here, which we did. And then the reason he's casting Zone of Truth was because he asked the Lady of Light about what all this like smoke stuff means, and if it means like, you know, evil's afoot. And she pretty much replied, yeah. So since he's been seeing that off Misty.
Yeah, smoking on people's bath. What are you thinking? Yeah. Like, yeah, got it.
So yeah, he's casting Zone of Truth. He asked everybody to intentionally fail because he would know if we tried to resist.
I fail!
And everybody failed, including Misty.
Oh, I can just intentionally fail, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Oh, yeah, cool.
I mean, I don't think he's casting it for you or us. He's casting it for Misty.
Very much right.
That's fine. Well, guess what? You got Sunflower was an open book. You better fucking stand by.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna start doing Chunk from the Goonies here.
That was a really good choice. That was a really good and thematic choice of spell to get at level up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, with all of that, as you guys you ride away right as the clash of battle rings out behind you, put some distance between you and this decimated house before pulling off to the side, realizing that this tome is not just a book. You will, as you decode, it is a bit of a memoir from Strahd, and as you translate and decode bits of it, you are drawn in to live out the story on the page before being returned to Barovia at the end of that chapter. realizing that that's coming down the pipeline as soon as Riss attunes to the book and decides to move forward with that item. Gawain, you also pull everyone aside. You want to sit down and you want to have this talk. So,
real quick, I had a question. Is
yes.
the book also a spellcasting focus for Riss?
Yes.
Awesome.
So, as you guys pull off to the side in a small little clearing in the forests, let me make sure we're on the right map, which we are. You cast Zone of Truth, and we'll say that Sunflower, you appear from the bushes right as
I'd never lie.
Oh, hey, Sunflower.
Hey, I was in the book. You got lost for a second.
Yeah, no, we didn't do anything crazy at all. Don't worry.
I believe you.
Oh wait, shit! I can't say that now.
Yeah, you actually can't.
Well,
Yana trained
you know what?
well.
That depends. Does Nedro believe what we did? No,
Does Gawain smell Sunflower before everyone else sees him?
I think everyone smells the
Hey, man.
the smoke.
I teach Orion to register the scent of Sunflower, so whenever he disappears, if he does reappear, I can just have Orion like do a certain like stance, like a little like basically like lion sign
Hey, man,
language.
don't be so reductive.
I think that's pretty easy to do.
Hey, TM, come on.
Okay.
This wedding's horseshit.
As Gawain is just going to say, just start with, what is your real name?
Nedro.
And he addresses everyone. And Gawain starts, Sir Gawain Aelus.
Who do you start with?
Whoever.
Nedro Joler.
I don't want to fail anymore.
Oh God. I thought you were
said
an
it
open
out
book.
loud.
Sunflower, this is a place of trust. We need to be open with each other.
Ryoko.
What?
Satu Ryoko.
Can you spell that, please?
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in chat. SATU space RYOKO.
You sent that to me, not the group. Hold on, I'll put it in the group.
Thanks. You might be the only one that recognizes it.
Damn.
I feel very vulnerable in this moment, and now I feel attacked for being honest with each other.
I put my hand on his shoulder. It's okay, buddy.
I'm Sunflower.
You're still Sunflower to me.
I don't like this circle anymore.
It's not the kind of circle you like being in, I know.
No, this is the worst kind of circle. I don't want to be asked any more questions.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Can I say Amaris Zelensky?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's whatever you would believe the most. If you're going to answer, you have to answer in the most direct and you don't have to answer directly. If you're going to answer, you have to speak something that is technically true.
Okay, cool.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. As I say that, not last session, but the end of the previous session, Gawain and I worked on some special joints for you, so I'm gonna pass one.
I light it up immediately.
They automatically cast us a restoration, but I don't think you want that aspect right now. So,
will that get me out of the truth telling? Because I'll take it.
Here you go, buddy.
I really hope this was worth it. I don't like speaking that name.
I forgot it already.
Hey.
Looks pointedly at Misty.
Oh, you're hoping for an answer from me. Well, if I have to answer, Misty Thornheart.
Really quick, does a spell mean that they can't speak a lie, or that you know if they speak a lie?
They can't speak a lie.
Got it.
You can't force them to answer, but they cannot lie.
Mm-hmm. But there are ways around actual truth.
Misty, can you tell me
That's
your
like
ways?
mix a lot.
32, love.
Looks at everyone again. Why are you with the group? And we can start at the bottom up, or I don't know, wherever.
We probably have different orders, so just like say someone's name, I think.
Nedro.
Oh. Well, I randomly appeared on this land, and I'm trying to get back to my own to fulfill a fate I didn't choose for myself. But also, it's probably imperative that I attempt to solve some of the issues here so I can get to that point.
Ivor.
The reason that I'm here is still a question for me. But to answer your first question, Ivor Augusta. That is who I am. And that is who I will be.
Cesar succeeded.
Oh, did you actually roll well? You didn't punch a window?
Caesar can lie all he wants now.
Yeah, exactly. Just have to punch the window of truth.
Damn it, now we can't ask him why he punches windows. He can lie about that.
Live on that, yeah.
Ooh, sorry, forgot to put that in there. Looks up to Sunflower.
I came through the mist, man, and I wanted to show you and Yana the sun, and now I just want to make sure Ned fulfills his prophecy. I'm just sobbing.
Caesar goes up to Sunflower and
I blow my nose in his metal hand.
Yep. And in a voice that Sunflower hasn't heard before, just goes, I'm here for you.
What the fuck is that?
I am here for you.
I'm as that happens, I'm lighting the joint. I just gave you like I'm just like trying to relax you by rubbing your shoulder. A lot has happened while you were gone. You can talk now like normal people.
Okay.
Like normal people?
Thank you for telling me that, because for a second I thought Cesar just sounded normal to me, and I was like, this weed was too much.
God, if I ever made weed that was too much for you, I would be so happy.
I feel very exposed.
Oh no.
The truth is not as fun. Back to lying.
We're not gonna ask you any more probing questions. Don't worry.
Riss.
Just
Well-
as they put food in their mouth.
You fell through my roof, and you seem to be a way to get information that I desperately want. I won't say need, but
And we came
Understood.
through with that one.
Misty.
Well, I really didn't have much better to do. Besides, you came and asked me to join you, so why not?
What would you be doing if you weren't with us?
Probably performing somewhere.
All right. He's going to address the group for a third time. Does anyone here have any design on betraying a member of this group? All you have to say is yes or no. Nedro?
No.
Ivor?
No.
Sunflower?
Yeah.
Would you care to expand upon that?
I just feel that you're making me. Hey, buddy, I'm sorry, but you probably knew this. At some point, Althrox is gonna fuck up, and I'm gonna have to kill him.
What?
I know. I didn't want to say it either. But I feel like all this little circle did was really expose me to everything I did not want to have to talk about.
just
Well, I
what
didn't
about-
want to hear it.
What?
I didn't want to hear it.
Me either. We can work past it, but now everything's out in the open. And as long as we're on the same page, I don't want to kill you. You know that's the truth. But I just feel like you just keep eating things.
So Althrox's face is sort of pushed out and up your collar a little bit, out of like his face is down here, and everyone can hear him.
Oh, hey. Sorry.
I felt left out, and I wanted to be a part this stupid circle.
Welcome. What
Althrox-
is the last thing you heard?
Is Althrox a separate entity, or does he have to make his own? Like, does he have to make his own save against the charisma save, or is
He
he just
failed.
choosing to fail? Okay.
He rolled and he failed.
Oh, my boy. Father, help.
My boy.
My baby boy.
Looks at Althrox. What is your name?
I tried to give him as much space to talk. I stretched my body out.
He sort of like slides up, so now the top of his head is at the bottom of your chin.
Perfect.
I am known by Althrox the Vicious.
Okay. Do you have any design on betraying a member of this group?
You can be honest.
Assuming that I keep you appropriately fed.
Oh, then no.
Oh, perfect, man. 1 second. I put the joint up to his mouth.
His lips sort of like.
There you go. Here you go.
Yes. He's like, and then he Oh, I can't wait to clip that on YouTube.
Or on Twitch.
He it takes a hit and just sort of like sinks back in, and then the smoke comes out of your belly button.
I was speaking from a place of fear, my man. We're gonna have so much fun.
This is definitely the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I'm just smiling at you.
Riss.
No.
Oh yeah, that was the reason we were doing this. I'm just very
Misty.
high off in the corner.
Just
Misty.
I just want to pat Sunflower on the back. Like,
I'm already on that duty, but you know.
Oh, absolutely, love.
Yes.
And as a sort of surprise to maybe two of you, maybe Riss and Sunflower, Cesar steps up to Gawain and offers her hand.
To Gawain?
Is he
Yes.
about to stab me?
No.
The answer was yes. He's going to betray you, and then he stabs you right now.
He just offers a hand. Do you take it?
Yeah. Sure.
He shakes your hand and kind of, I guess, wait, what time is it?
Early morning.
Yeah.
It's like first thing in the morning.
First thing in the morning. Okay, so lowers his eyes a bit. So he just and takes Gawain's hand.
You gonna propose?
Looks Gawain in the eyes and cycles through a couple of colors.
Oh my god, it's the ring color.
It starts as green to resemble Ivor's eyes. And then it goes yellow, orange, and then skips to blue. And then Cesar slowly applies pressure and then releases, but still holds Gawain's hand gently.
Okay.
Uncle.
Dear uncle, did he give up? I say to Riz and Ned as they're patting me.
I think he's calling him family.
Oh,
not like crying for mercy. No.
okay.
Yeah, you missed a
And
lot while you were gone this time.
My bad.
And Cesar will back up a bit and you are family.
Okay. I'm just trying to make sure that no one here is going to betray us, and one of us has actively said they will, so I think we should maybe address that.
But as that's happening to Sunflower, Caesar never said he wouldn't betray us. We gotta watch him.
Right? And Cesar really just glazed over the fact that Misty definitely said she was going to. Like, we need to really circle back to that, I think.
That concerns me too, but I got distracted.
Gawain just looks directly at Misty at this point.
Gawain's got it, and we go back to eating popcorn and watching Gawain work.
Riz is just looking at Misty.
Do you have a grudge against any one of us?
I guess that kind of depends on what you mean by the word grudge.
Vengeance
And
you are
also,
pursuing.
No, I wouldn't say so. But I definitely don't trust the shifty-eyed striped one over there.
I'm just looking up at the sky.
As she points at my tar.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, like I don't know if you have stripes, right?
Not my zebra.
I do. I have a little bit of stripes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you do. But
you
Gawain, you have to go in order again.
No. This is he's
focusing on
addressing
Misty.
just Misty at this
Huh?
point.
Okay.
Do you work for anyone?
Let's see. Well, I work for the people that pay me. I work for the customers I perform for. So, yeah.
Do you have someone who you call a boss? Someone who is dominant over you in seniority or power?
Oh, hush, I'll tell him. Don't worry. No, just me.
Do you work with anyone outside of us?
About half the people in the valley.
Is Lise human?
Not last time I checked.
Is Lise her real name?
That's the only name I've ever known.
How long have you known her?
Oh, let's see. What's going on? Let's see. She starts counting on her fingers. Oh, 20 some odd years.
How old does Misty look, by the way?
Early 20s.
So since you were a child.
Oh yeah, since I was a wee little one. Ma and Dad would take me over there every once in a while just to get some free medicals.
Are you human?
Oh hell no, love.
What exactly are you?
Not sure if it's ever been quite named, to be honest. I've always just thought of me as me.
What type of creature is Lise?
Oh. Ma and Dad never told me. So I'm not quite sure, to be honest.
And they actually, Misty actually says the phrase, "I'm not sure," to be honest. Like it gets out in the zone of truth.
Yep.
Okay. What are Lisa's plans for the gem and us?
To be honest, love, she never actually told me. She just said she needed them.
Them?
Well, I believe there's 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we already knew there was more than one because she has one already.
Yeah.
I think she might have told us there were 3.
Oh, okay, I just don't remember that.
Go
okay.
ahead. Ask about how she plans on betraying us.
I was getting there.
It'll be sad.
Do you have orders directing you to betray or kill us under certain circumstances?
Well,
Well, I was under no orders to kill you.
Would you kill us?
Well, if you tried to kill me, of course.
What if we didn't try to kill you? Would you still strike at one of us first?
At this point, she looks over at Riss. Very pointedly at Riss. Well, I don't know about striking, but there might be a little bit of smacking.
You just get an audible from Sunflower in the corner. Gross!
No, keep going.
Alpha, Jesus, man.
We can talk about that later.
Oh, that's not a no.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I give Alpha
Misty.
a high five.
Misty, do you work in any capacity for Strahd von Zarovich?
Oh, fuck no. Can't stand the bastard.
How do you intend to betray us?
Well, you did steal my lantern. I want it back.
It's not wrong.
Was not stealing, I was safeguarding, because every time you went for it, you kept getting attacked and going down.
Gawain, I love you. That's semantics, man.
Well, we ain't there no more, are we?
Before
Up
this
until-
gets out of hand, I would like to say the likelihood of it magically being dragged within the box of holding is not likely. That's why at least I left it there. I'm sorry if we didn't say that to you, Misty, but truly we just didn't want to be followed. No, I don't think any of us tried to specifically keep it from you.
Well,
Correct.
If you want it back, you can take it back.
let's put it this way. It's harder for me to track the gems without it.
Oh. Okay. Gawain will go ahead and take out the lantern, pull the gem from it. That was, I'm assuming that's where the gem was in the lantern.
DM, how easy is it to pull the gem out of the lantern?
You go to try to grab the gem out, and you're not able to get it to pull out. The way the lantern expanded and then contracted around it, so you would have to. You're at the point where, like, fiddling, you can't. You'd have to break the lantern to get the gem out.
because that's the same way that it was in the hack. Well, I don't want to say that, but within the household, you kept the same ruling. It couldn't be interacted with, more or less.
I don't. Are you? What are you referring to?
The other stone.
I don't think she
The
pulled out
other
a stone.
gem.
She gave you a minor illusion of one of the stones, so you knew what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone else have any questions they wish to ask? Actually, I'll re-ask that in a sec, because Casey just got back on.
Sorry about that. Did I miss anything?
Gawain just asked if anyone had any questions they would still like to ask.
I just, as I was leaving, I know Misty was in the middle of answering a question. That's the last. What was the last question? And the last answer.
Why do you
it
want to
was-
betray us? Like what?
How do you plan on doing it?
Yes.
How do you
Yeah,
plan on
and-
betraying us?
And she
Yeah.
deflected
Steve
by
was-
talking about the.
And she said, "Well, you stole my lantern, so."
As he is
A
holding.
continuous of non-answers. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I didn't realize it got deflected like that.
Yeah, it's tough when it gets brought back up. It was majestic when it happened. But under a lens, yes. There was 100% a deflection.
The instant replay.
Yeah.
She has not lied once.
No, I messaged Steve and I go, I could watch this for fucking hours.
No, yeah, this has been absolutely entertaining. And there's some of us that have specifically not been helping.
I would say I've been hurting.
Right. Riss and Sunflower over here eating popcorn, like, oh yeah.
I'm
Assuming
just happy
Misty,
Althrox is involved too. He's also getting popcorn. He's just, yeah, my man. There you go. You.
I don't know how to feel about you, but right now you're cool. That's Althrox.
What
Thank
does
you.
You hear
your
that, buddy?
I want more popcorn.
what does your betrayal of us entail?
Well, I do plan on getting my lantern back.
assuming you get your lantern back.
Well, then we're all good. But I still don't trust that striped one over there.
So, if you were to get your lantern back, which Gawain is currently has, there'll be no betrayal.
Well, it depends on if the striped one over there keeps to themselves.
What is your preoccupation with Matar?
I just don't trust them. Black, white,
What?
which one are you?
Interestingly enough, the same could be said about you.
Oh, love, I'm all green. And yep,
Physically, sure.
the drapes match.
Ew.
Wait, what does that mean?
Don't, you don't want to know.
I'll tell you later.
He's going to tell us both later because I was just pretending. I didn't know either.
I got you, buddy.
Okay.
I broke the zone of truth.
Chris is just giggling.
If it's still a question left,
You have
Cesar
10
has a
minutes.
question.
He's on thin ice with me.
Caesar will hesitantly walk up to Misty in the normal fashion. Do you need assistance?
Sorry. I don't see any
And that's
windows
when we just-
nearby.
That's when we discover Misty is actually a window this whole time.
That would be so wild if like Caesar just like punches Missy.
She
Wow.
shatters.
Misty's just a stained glass golem.
Yeah. But with the newfound cognizance, I guess, that Caesar has, Caesar will again look Missy in the eyes and go through a series of colors, and this time it lands on purple.
Oh, another question, Misty.
1 second. Then we got to figure out what purple is. Shut up.
No, go for it, Nedro.
Shut
Earlier,
up.
Gawain
Go for it,
asked-
Nedro.
Earlier, Gawain asked you a question.
Ah.
And at one point, you kind of had a side comment to someone we couldn't see and said something about, "Oh, I'm going to tell them now." Who are you speaking to?
Love, that was pure performance. I'm a performer. Always have been. Look, the first question I was asked was what was my real name. My real name, if you must know, is Fiona. Misty is just my stage name.
You got a
Man, that's
backdrop.
loud.
That's why I said go for it, Nedro, because I knew he had some music clue.
Sorry, what I miss? My dog wanted out and then she wanted back in. So.
Oh no, you missed so much.
Oh,
Nothing
God.
important. Just
Okay.
a lot of jokes.
Oh, just riffing. Got it. Cool.
More jokes.
Yeah, just a little bit of RP.
Misty gave her real name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fiona.
What?
My real
Her
name
name's
is
Fiona.
Fiona.
She's working for
Oh,
Shrek.
I see.
The name's Fiona Knox. Misty Thornheart's just my stage name. I grew up
So
in the
that's
forests
why she's
around
green.
Berez. I grew up in the
Yep.
forests around Berez. I've performed just about everywhere. There's not really much to me, really.
Do you prefer Fiona or Misty?
Well, it depends on who I'm talking to, love.
You're talking to us. Silly.
Well, to you, it'd be Misty.
Was that the sunflower or Riss?
That was definitely the sunflower.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, that's very
More
interesting.
patting on the back.
Thanks.
Misty, you blew me a kiss one time.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely, I guess. Got it.
Can
Should
you
I
blame me?
still continue calling you Misty?
Well, it is my name.
Okay.
I mean, why wouldn't you blow me a kiss? You're cute.
Misty,
Aye.
are you evil?
Well, not last time I checked, I wasn't.
When was the last time you checked?
Would you stop
Oh,
bugging me,
Queen's
love?
learning.
I'll tell him.
Queen's
Really, I
learning.
will. Give me a chance. About 2 seconds ago.
Wow.
Oh, now I'm starting to feel achy.
Mm-hmm.
Was the stuff too strong?
No, now it's getting into the whole performance bit, and I'm too high to figure out when we're lying because I don't know anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna lay down. You guys tell me when the interrogation stops, okay?
You lay down, and it's almost like you pull yourself off of, like, Althrox lifts up out of you, but at
Yeah.
the same speed.
I'm
So
down,
you lay down, and he
he's
just
watching.
stays there.
100%.
Yes.
100%. Yeah. Perfect. So I'm at Althrox's feet. I'm laying down, looking away
Just
in the
imagine
fetal
him, like,
position.
standing out of your chest. Just
He's out my tail. Out of my
It's-
tail right now is Althrox. 100%. Yeah. Just still watching. Cool. I'm game with that.
it never gets better. It's always disturbing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Was there
this has
any
been-
other?
Are you gonna feed me popcorn now?
I just
that-
put my hand up so you can just take the popcorn. I'm not looking, but here's the popcorn.
Was there anything else we want? Was there any other?
Is it safe for us to go deliver this to Lise?
Well, since she never told me what she needs them for, I don't see why not. I've always been safe there.
Has everyone been safe when they've gone there?
Well, everybody's got enemies, love. Especially here in this valley.
She healed Sunflower.
We don't know why. It wasn't. We can't assume it was purely.
Oh.
Speaking of the healing,
Jesus Christ.
are we really supposed to trust somebody that drinks blood? Looking over at Sunflower.
Are you
I
talking
drink
about
what?
Sunflower or Althrax?
Sunflower. Sunflower's the one that
I'm
drank
not
the
paying
blood.
attention to it. I'm not paying attention. Or is she talking about me? I don't
Was
want
the
to be
part-
involved in the conversation.
Okay, that was part of
here.
the portion. I don't think he meant to do it on purpose. Also, that's kind of an iffy subject because. Think so, Viana. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad or that he's not trustworthy.
I never said he couldn't
Do
be
you
trusted,
automatically not trust me because I am undead?
That just makes you more interesting.
Not
Exactly.
that I'm interesting.
Exactly.
And I never said I didn't trust Sunflower. I just said,
that's
are we
good.
supposed to?
I don't think so. Everyone can make their own decisions. But again, I am uncomfortable with the interrogation. I would like to face this way. So if we could direct any questions away from me at this time, that'd be great until the zone of truth has dissipated. Thank you for your cooperation.
Gawain, do you have any more questions?
I have a question.
Oh my god. I turn around. I'm immediately interested.
Yes, Althrax.
Do any of you have plans to remove me from my host?
Oh,
No?
if he poses a danger to Sunflower, immediately. But as long as you
Yes.
don't,
As long as you're chill, we're chill.
As
I
long as
prefer
the
as my
relation,
buddy.
as long as the relationship is symbiotic, we're all good.
That's what my class feature says.
that's
If it's
Oh.
consensual, we're good.
What
Until it
does
be-
that even mean?
Sorry, I gently tapped the fourth wall.
He squints his eyes and looks around.
I'm also squinting.
Was there anything specific to Nedro saying as long as he doesn't hurt Sunflower or whatever it was?
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Very well. He
Can
dies. I die. I invested in his survival.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also one more caveat. If we're going to be truthful here,
Ah.
if at any point you do something where Sunflower specifically wants you gone, then
That won't
also
happen.
counts.
Don't worry, buddy. That won't happen.
Of course, I'm just suggesting that he stays on your good side.
I'm trying to stay on this good side. Oh, it's my body. All right, that's a good point, Ned.
It is our body.
Yeah.
Riz looks over at Misty like, what are we supposed to do with these guys? What?
Um,
Why?
I'm
Oh,
a problem.
Your guess
Go
is as
away.
good as mine.
Gawain, let me know when the spell drops.
So we can start lying again. That's a crazy thing to say.
Yeah, so we can start lying again.
So,
2 questions for you, DM. Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Sarah, you go first.
I was going to throw a question out to everyone, so you go for the DM first.
Okay, so 2 things for Cesar. Can Cesar scan the I guess whatever is with Sunflower?
In what way?
Just to
A price check.
no, yeah,
He's priceless. Back off.
just to know,
I
like,
pull out my
so there-
MasterCard.
yeah, just to know that there's like another entity there. can Caesar like scan that?
Yeah, that's he gives it a once over, and that's pretty clear that there's two of them. It's two become one in a way.
Ebony
Oh my god, you're bringing the Spice Girls into this?
Mm-hmm. Ebony and ivory. Okay. And then
Anthrax is the ebony.
with the purple coloring and everything, Caesar will ask Misty, "Will you hurt father?"
Not unless he tries to hurt me.
Are you going
Okay.
to put us in? Are you going to put us into a position where we are forced to confront you?
I certainly hope not. So now, here's a question for all of you while this wonderful little spell is going. Are you falling for me?
I like you a
No!
lot.
Very quick, Sunflower. No!
You're not my type.
I don't find you particularly attractive.
Yeah, Thrugs.
Damn, that was a lot of rejection in one go, by the way. God damn.
Yeah,
I just see.
am I the only go?
I just see black smoke
I'm-
every time you talk. So no.
I'm gonna circle back to that
pretty
Gawain.
tasty.
Did Gawain say that out loud?
Yes, he did.
Everyone looks at Gawain.
I'll follow up on that one in a moment. How about you, dear? Looking at Riss.
You can decline to answer. Was said out loud, by the way.
I think you know the answer to that one, love.
That's what I thought. Now back to you. What's up with all this smoky stuff?
Yeah, that was a weird thing to come out at the end of the fucking 10 minutes.
She turns and starts looking
Which,
all
by
over
the way,
herself.
that is new to all of us because I don't think he's ever mentioned it out loud.
for
Yeah,
sure.
what is that about?
Oh, I'm so happy that just came
It's
out.
like I'm not seeing any smoke on me at all.
Yeah, neither am I.
I'm just giggling.
Wait, real quick, does Althrox have any smoke coming out of him?
Yeah, because I'm
Huh?
blowing puffs into him, but outside
That's-
of that,
You Althrox exhales. That's how this is happening.
that's why I'm giggling about it.
The
There's
contact
smoke
high.
all around us, always.
Oh my god.
Speak honest, love.
You just dropped the spell, man. You're not ready to divulge that. for
Yeah, Gawain,
sure.
honestly.
Wait, sorry.
Gawain, honestly, I was waiting for the spell to drop to just directly ask you why you were going through all this. Because I'd rather you not be forced to tell the truth, but I guess we touched
fine.
upon it.
I have been given the ability by the Lady of Light to see signs of ill omen on creatures that intend evil acts. I've seen it on multiple occasions, and every time I've seen it, it has preceded a great act of violence. When the soulless decided to try to kill that child by drowning her, I saw it pouring off of him the same way I see it pouring off of Misty, and I have since the moment we met her.
Well, I'm really
I have
quick.
just-
Didn't the little girl have that too? Okay,
Nope.
no. All right.
I have let it go as far as I have out of investigation. My attempted, at least. I was not told what this ability was, so I had to piece it together until I was able to confer with the Lady of Light last night.
So, hold on. You can guarantee me that every single time you've seen it, the person who has come out of has done something evil. Every single time?
DM, to my knowledge, that's correct, right?
Yes, the shadow demon, the vampire spawn,
Mm-hmm.
The guy on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
far, also the fiends that were selling cookies, but we don't know that yet.
Was it?
And
Oh,
Did they
where
smoke?
did
you said there wasn't there?
I missed cookies.
Or
think
was it?
they
The,
did.
oh no, it was it they detected them. Never mind.
That's what I thought. I didn't
Oh,
think they
yeah,
smoked.
yeah. That was it. Yeah.
And, okay, and then there's Misty and the hag, who we don't know is a hag.
Yes, and yes. Also, I saw the smoke pouring off of Lise as well. But we haven't seen Lise do anything nefarious yet.
She spit in my mouth.
That is true.
She did. That is true.
I was there. You asked for it.
Oh, that's crazy. All right, Althrax said I asked for it.
I'm in
She's
the
off the
zone of
hook.
truth. I can't lie.
Why you being manipulative, man? I like him.
So there hasn't been one case yet, or or someone who's had that come out that you've seen hasn't done something evil.
Oh, and there was that one solitary puff from the surviving reformer.
Yes. Like it was the last of something exiting his system, kind of vibes.
Unclear. You hadn't seen any before that. It was just a wisp, and then there wasn't anything that you noticed afterward, nor before.
I hope that clarifies why I have been so interrogative.
Well, I suppose in this case, maybe Misty will show you there's an exception to the rule, or prove it.
I guess that's entirely up to Misty.
I mean, not to play devil's advocate here, but from a certain perspective, we commit great acts of violence all the time.
All the time.
Just because it doesn't, if that's the prerequisite, what's to say they won't do it in protection of us, or something that will happen after we've parted ways.
And also, just to remember, is out of character. Yana didn't have any of this at any point.
No.
Not even when the wolf thing possessed her.
No, there was no smoke, but it was immediate conflict. There was no smoke. There was just fire. No, it was immediate conflict between Dalton and Yana in that below Lady Walker's house, but no smoke.
I say something because this seems to be something that is infallible in your mind, but I don't think it is the black and white evil detector that you think it is.
I'm kind of inclined to agree. Again, well, more like I personally feel like we need more confirmation.
If it was,
sorry,
if it was an evil detector, it would have been, the smoke would have been pouring out of Strahd, and probably a lot of people in Castle Ravenloft, but from what you've said, it hasn't, right?
DM?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I don't think
It's
so.
only been a handful of creatures who have smoked like this.
Now, granted, there's a lot we don't. There's a lot we don't know. It might be a time sensitive thing. I don't know. You have to probably ask your goddess, but I don't. I think it is there to help you, to warn you, but I don't think it is something for you to 100% base your opinions off of, if that makes sense.
And that being said, and this isn't about defending Misty or anyone in general specifically, but just as a thought, and I know I'm generally the one who pushes back against the concept of gods and higher powers, but this smoke might just be a judgment based off the Lady of Light and her ideals specifically. So if you ask her and she believes it's bad, she'll of course say it's bad. But often higher powers have different concepts of what good and evil is based on their own morality, rather than, what us as individuals would consider it. Hell, there's a whole goddess of darkness and evil who tells people to murder people all the time. I'm sure in this concept she would consider this a good thing. So, I don't know.
Hey, you could be trying to enact out her own little hit list. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy if she was a cold-titted evil ice god? I'm kidding.
If only.
But hey, if it makes you feel any better, you got some questions answered.
I feel terrible.
I know, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm
Misty's also
denying
really
all zones of truth from here on out.
Misty's also really, really good at evading questions if she has to, but she, for the most part, it seemed like she answered most of them straightforward enough. But we're all allowed our secrets, and you can keep closely watching her.
I believe that this is something we should do frequently, just to make sure we are who we say we are.
Boo!
That way I don't want Strahd infiltrating the group again.
Ugh.
We can just do it to the point of, what's your name? And then leave it at that.
I don't want to say it again.
Gawain, give me an intelligence check.
Oh boy.
Strahd could trick this, couldn't he?
8.
8. Okay, carry on.
I don't think it's a bad idea, but I don't think it, again, I don't know if it's as infallible as you think it is. There are a lot of ways to get around giving a true answer, as expertly showcased by our friend Misty here.
Yeah, no,
I
honestly, that
didn't-
was a really good job.
I didn't lie once. I told the
I
truth
didn't
every
say you.
time.
I didn't
Is this
say you
the difference
lied.
between intelligence and wisdom? Is intelligence is that you know that she can't lie, but wisdom is knowing that she definitely didn't lie, but also she didn't say any truth during this conversation. It's haunting me.
I've actually learned a lot.
I know our wisdom combined is crazy.
I'm just saying, I'm just trying to point out that Strahd is. I mean, we all know how Strahd is. He is an expert at
Eat it, jerk.
conversation and leading and guiding where the conversation goes. Every time we've interacted with him as Strahd, he immediately takes control of whatever is happening, and we are just playing catch up.
Except for the one time we had information and caught him off guard, which is why certain things happened tonight.
Yes,
I'm
also
going to
that.
continue justifying my actions.
You don't need to. No one is mad.
Why'd you do something?
Nope.
Yeah, what happened?
Wait, shit, is that up still?
Yeah.
Damn, this is a long 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we RP'd way more than the 10 minutes zone of truth.
But
You
within the
cast
zone
this
of truth
3
save,
times.
I may or may not have convinced some of us to sneak into the home last night amidst undead things and
Without
collect
me?
this book. You were gone. I wanted you there.
Oh, that's on me then.
We'll
Where'd
make
I
sure to bring
go?
you next time, Sunflower.
Hmm. But
I
yeah, so we got this nice book.
gotta hold my weed better.
Riss holds
Can
up the
I
book.
can I
Um,
ask
and
Yay!
yeah.
Nedro, can I ask why did you leave myself and Ivor behind?
Oh, honestly, no particular reason. Um, I literally just took the people who were awake, and the people who were awake just happened to be the perfect people to go in with because they wouldn't resist for their own reasons.
I was
Um,
coerced.
Risk because they like knowledge. Misty because they'll go anywhere Risk does. Um, but also, I wanted to go in since the very beginning, but the group as a whole made it a point that we probably didn't have time to do so. Um, and I did use this as part of my reasoning to Riss, but as Riss was just mentioning, Strahd has a habit of dominating any conversation. The one time we caught him off guard is when we knew a bit of history about him and the betrayal that occurred. So, knowing that there was information in the home that could provide us more on his history just kind of seemed like something that couldn't have waited. And I wanted to be efficient and not waste any more time after we wake up and we need to get to Yana. So, long story short, it was an efficiency thing.
Risk, give me an Arcana check
Oh god.
Come on.
as you pull the book out.
And then as that's going on, so yes, Sunflower, the book is pretty much some kind of detailed history of Strahd. And from what Briss discovered, when they open it, it's gonna, I guess, give us a similar feel to that one time. Wait, you weren't there for that.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
Sunflower wasn't there. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Damn, there's a lot to catch you up on. Um,
And you can always
Don't
go back and watch
worry.
it too. It's on YouTube.
You'll bring it up now and I'll
Not
probably
this.
forget.
This is not on YouTube.
no, it's not. Backing up real quick, before we went into Strahd's palace, at one point we were attacked by some, I guess, bandits or something. And before we got into a fight, everything went black and white, and we ended up somehow transported back in time, but in the bodies of other people. And we essentially met with Strahd before he became what he was today. Um, just as I guess he and his armies were conquering the lands around here. At that point, he seemed like a relatively good guy, but super awkward. And we learned that one of the people that we inhabited, most likely the person I did, was going to betray him in some way or form. At that point, whatever caused us to go back in time and be in those bodies stopped happening. We didn't know who did this. We theorized maybe it was Strahd or an enemy of his. And we confirmed it wasn't Strahd because at one point when he was about to potentially kill us, I asked about who betrayed him, and just asking that completely caught him off guard, made him pause like we've never seen before. And he seemed very concerned about how the hell we knew that information.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like obsessively so. And jumping back to now, seeing as how that kind of information caught him off guard before, it seems like any other information we can get would be useful. But from the sounds of it, the book that we just got that Riss is going to use, when they open it, from the sounds of what they said, is going to give us a similar effect.
Oh
Experience.
man.
Also, I do want to point out, going back to kind of the beginning of the conversation, Fiona, I think it would be smart to leave the lantern in the box of holding at least until we finish the adventure in the book, because we're going to do one. This is what we discussed last week earlier. Um, that way it does not get left behind.
Are we doing that now?
Say it again, love.
Fiona?
Oh.
Oh,
Love
I
it.
hate it.
I don't like that.
Oh, I hate it.
Am I the only one who enjoyed it?
Oh, Altrox,
I think
you're
you
making
are.
me feel weird on the inside.
Well, I suppose there's probably not going to be any gems in there, so suppose we can
Althrox,
keep it there till we come back out.
Althrox, I feel like you have really poor taste in smut.
Whoa, no, get off my boy. But yes,
What?
My baby boy.
So Riz, to review, once you open that book, we're gonna, I guess, inhabit the bodies of people in the past.
I don't think it's that. I think it's we will take the place of people in the past.
are we still us?
As far as I'm aware, yes. I think we will have all of our abilities, and from what I can understand, we will be participating in the past and kind of be
Do we have our items?
what we do is what happens. From what I understand.
And there's 3 chapters to this.
Oh, there's several. There are.
Oh,
It's a
where did I-
thick book.
Where did I come up with
Technically
3 then?
13 chapters.
God damn, son, 13.
God.
We will be doing the first chapter as soon as I attune to it. I have not attuned to it yet, but I assume that's what the Arcana check was for.
So the 26, you pull it out and you sort of like wipe it off because there's still some gunk all over it. You recognize a disempowered, a dispelled glyph of warding on the front. But with the 26, you realize that it is no longer active. It has been dispelled. So somebody in the past wanted to protect this, and somebody else more recently in the past bypassed this protection.
Whistleblower.
Is there any other glyph of wardings on it, or any other traps or protection that I can see?
Not that you can see.
Okay. I'd hope I'd be able to see them with the 26 Arcana check.
Right.
Not that I have Dispel Magic, but
I do. Oh, wait, do I? Shit. I don't. Oh, you know what? I don't but I'll have
this
it
is
again
embarrassing.
next week. No, I'm supposed to have. Oh, no, wait, shit. I do have it. Never mind. I'm lying. I do have Dispel Magic.
What a
If we
roller
need it.
coaster.
I know, right? It's crazy.
If only the spell had still been up, he wouldn't have been able to say all that.
You're so
but
wise.
yeah, are we ready to do this? And hold up the book again.
Ah!
Wait, hold up. Literally, where are we, Steven?
You're in the middle of the wilderness, a slight clearing.
Do we want to do this in the middle of the wilderness? In a slight clearing?
Do we have anywhere better to do it? I thought we wanted to do it before we went to net with Elise.
And
With
you got
Lise.
something against wilderness. I grew up
Also,
around here.
we
Wait, what happens
just
to our bodies when this happens?
we go into the book.
It's
Yes.
unknown. It's
You
like
and
the
the
page
book.
master.
You and the book disappear for about an hour, during which point in time you guys experience the effects of whatever chapter you've decoded. At which point you reappear in that same spot that you disappeared from.
Do we bring our mounts with, or do the mounts stay out?
I say we mount up, and worst case, they get left.
Oh.
I'm okay with that.
But I want them to write. Alright, let's leave that one alone.
If we're mounted, the only way we could potentially bring them is if we are mounted when the book, like, when it activates, and if we don't bring them when we're mounted, then not much we can do about it.
Yeah.
Short of summoning them once we're inside.
Ugh.
But
And
at
Gawain
that
spell
point,
slots.
yeah, but also at that point, there's no guarantee we can take them out of it if we can't bring them in through the same means. So, also we have no idea what what kind of situations we'll be getting into. There's nothing saying that we'll be entering into a battle of some kind like we did where we were traveling. We might be in a house or something, and that would be kind of awkward to appear with 5 large animals in a living room.
I mean, theoretically, they would also become characters. So if some guy just starts speaking like a zebra, you know,
Does
Shoot
that
'em.
sound like?
I don't want to
which
think
apparent-
about that.
no.
That is making my brain hurt. I'm just gonna start reading the book now, alright?
No, wait. Before we go, Batar, make a sound. What sound do zebras make? We need to know.
I told you not to trust that damn zebra.
What do you have
I'm
against the
trusting Misty
zebras
more and more.
specifically? Why Matar?
Black, white. Which is he? It's driving me wild. It's a horse. Should be one color.
You know what? I always forget is zebras are white with black stripes or the way around.
Yes.
They're black with white stripes, I believe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Riss, did you have a question?
No.
Okay.
No, they're white.
No.
They're white with black stripes. Never mind.
Wait, really? Well, shit, I don't know. Now it doesn't make any sense to me anymore.
Well, I was saying I was kind of as a joke in character, but out of character, I was saying it's the age-old question of zebras or white horses with black stripes or black horses with white stripes. It's
I
that
saw one
was the
picture.
joke.
All right. So, yes, are you guys going somewhere or are you doing the book?
Book?
Book.
Bookity book book book.
The only thing we'd be leaving behind is potentially the mounts. And they can mostly take care of themselves.
Oh, also, this is more specific for, I guess, the identify spell because it's what a Riss knows. But as far as Riss knows, Strahd doesn't know that by using this that we have the book or anything like that.
Correct. There's no reason to believe that just having it and using it notifies him.
Actually, sorry. This is just something I totally forgot about. Riss, you have the identify spell, correct? Could you identify my armor? Because I don't believe we ever did.
Sure. Can I identify his armor while I attune to the book?
Mm-hmm.
I will
Like
go ahead
11
and
minutes out of your way.
yeah, just I'll take the time to do it as a ritual.
It comes back as +2 full plate. And you guys already know it has the quick on, quick off capabilities.
Nothing unusual or specific. It just seems like regular magic armor.
Okay. Just
You
seeing
got it-
that I got it from Miguel, Nedro's old guardian.
He was one of Strahd's men, right?
Correct.
Oh, at his death, he was.
Another spell that might potentially help it. Does the armor seem to have a? Is it like named?
No, not specifically.
Okay. I was say that point, if you wanted more information on the armor specifically, if it was named or something, we could attempt to find someone who would be able to cast legend lore, but I don't think it is of that caliber. I don't think it would qualify for that spell.
It just seems that Miguel understood the armor better. He was able to unlock some hidden capabilities. So I just imagined that it was maybe enchanted and I don't fit some requirement or something, but
Maybe there are some things like magic items on DM. Tell me at any point if like Risk wouldn't have this knowledge. Some magic items are based on in out of character alignment.
Yeah. Are you
Uh,
evil as fuck?
yeah, they require a certain personality type to unlock certain aspects, but from what I understand, you wouldn't be able to use the item at all. Like it's not, oh, you get this part of it, but not the other. No, you wouldn't be able to use the item if you didn't pass the item's like personality test, I guess.
Well,
Uh,
to that point, that's what I was thinking. If it's just really nicely made armor, but it does a bunch of other things, you know? So, like, I'm only able to get the armor part, like the baseline stuff, by putting it on.
have you attuned to it? Do you need to attune to it? I mean,
I
actually,
don't.
no, I would have known when I cast Identify if there was anything for you to attune to. So I think it
Yeah.
might have just been Miguel. It could have been his abilities that were being seemed like they came from the armor potentially.
Now that
Okay.
you're thinking about it, Alejandro has demonstrated similar things.
I think about
Well, that
nothing
doesn't.
because I didn't meet either of these people.
Alejandro. Well, that doesn't make much difference, I guess, because it could still go either way. Hmm.
That this is just what I know of magic items and generally, it's not common knowledge. This is actually kind of you have to go digging. Like these items don't they only exist in places like Ravenloft. Strahd doesn't let these items just exist in Barovia. You have to get them from him or from someone as powerful as him.
Hmm.
So if but the spell doesn't lie. So if the spell comes back and says it is simply magic armor that boosts your defense and it allows you to take it on and off quickly, that's all of the magic that the armor itself contains. Anything else would have come from either another magic item that Miguel might have had on him or his own abilities.
Understood.
All right, let's get cracking some books.
All right. So as you go to the latch, it's not locked. It's unlocked, and and you're able to unlatch it. It's like shut but not locked. So you're able to open it up, page through some of the first delicate pages. Leafing through them, some are torn or water damaged. Some are branded with unknown and unknowable symbols, and still others are artfully scribed with a murky black ink that shifts ever so slightly to green in just the right light. The tale is long and written in a series of foreign scripts, save for the first page, which transforms before your eyes into common. And as you begin to read, you guys all feel this like elongation and just like into the book where there's a flash of light and boom, the camera sees all six of you just sort of like pulled into this book and it warp out of existence, and a moment later all six of your mounts just sort of disappear. And you stand in a dark space. It's like smoky and murky, but like a warm dark tone, like a very dark brown.
Void.
This is different. This is not the pearlescent expanse. This is it. it almost feels like you're in some sort of it reads as parchment. The color is not dissimilar.
Sepia tone.
Yes, that's a very dark sepia tone. That's a good way to put it.
Okay, okay. I was joking, but
And striding forward, or you hear boot steps coming up from behind. You guys all turn around and you see Strahd von Zarovich as he steps towards you. He's not decked out in full armor. He has like a couple. He has like shoulder plates, plates on the sides of his thighs, riding boots, a little bit of fur. He's much more
Boots of fur?
ornamentally dressed. No, there's a little bit of fur like on his collar. And
He's a
he
furry.
steps forward. Yeah,
How-
furry.
how does he does sorry. How does he look like
Does he look undead?
does he look does he look like alive like when we saw him in the
Yes.
What's his blood doing? Is it
Yeah.
circulating?
This is the Strahd you know.
Okay.
As
The
in the
vampire
current
Strahd.
Strahd?
The fur. You've seen him in this garb before, but not super often. It's let me find a good picture of Strahd.
So to be clear, this isn't like when we saw Strahd the last time we were in the past.
Correct.
Got it.
Correct. Very much this is the outfit that he's wearing. Shoulder plates, some red ornamental tunic, hip thigh plates, and a sword on his belt, cape, big fur on one shoulder. Just very imposing. You've seen him in this before, but it's not full armor.
My God, I can't believe it repeats outfits.
What do we?
And he walks up, fold and sort of clasps his arms behind his back. I, Strahd, Lord of Barovia, well aware certain events of my reign have been desperately misunderstood by those who are better at garbling history than recording it, hereby set down an exact record of those events, that the truth may at last be known. And he brings one hand before him and holds it up and just, and you guys feel just like thrown back. It gets brighter and brighter before everything just stops. It's light. There is Ned, Sunflower, Ivor. You know it to be the sun high in the sky. Riss, Misty. It's incredibly bright. Brighter than you've ever, brighter than you've ever experienced, you could have even imagined. Gawain, this must be what the sun is like. And you guys very quickly realize you are ghostly, translucent visages of your own self. Your clothing and styles adapted to a different time frame, a different time period. But you are very much yourselves, and you feel yourselves.
I'm feeling myself.
But yeah, so you guys are translucent, almost ethereal.
Can we see each other?
Yes, you can see each other.
Are we floaty kind of ghosts, or are we walking on the ground?
It depends on what you want to do. You can do either.
I try to float.
You pull an Essek and just drift up a little bit. Echoing in your... You hear the voice again. I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. And as the sunlight glares and you turn, you see the visage. You see Strahd standing before you again in this new place. It's a bit of a courtyard, tower and a building off to the side. It's sort of like the medieval equivalent of like a jungle gym, sort of a park, like a private park area. And Strahd is standing there regally, and this visage disperses into a red and black cloud before reforming into a much smaller figure. The features much younger. He can't be older than 10, 12 at the most. A small sword at his side. And he's sitting, sort of like half leaning on the ground, fallen backwards, tears streaming down his cheeks. And you guys are in the castle courtyard. The low buzz of insects and humidity add weight to the summer air. Hanging on the ramparts overhead are red banners depicting the same raven iconography cast in metal on the cover of the tome, and that you've seen elsewhere in Barovia. And the boy picks himself up, dusts himself off, and wipes his eyes with a shaky breath, and then moves a short distance away to sit atop a small set of stairs leading to a wooden door. From beyond it, you can hear distant but boisterous laughter. He looks up to you. Did you see what just happened?
Is it to all of us? Are we still ghostly?
Yes. I'm never going to get the hang of this. He throws the sword on the ground. It's too hard. I shouldn't have to do this. I'm a prince.
Prince of what?
Why do I have bodyguards if I have to learn how to fight myself? I'm the prince of the kingdom. And he stands up and puts his hands on his hips and like throws his chest out. Prince Strahd von Zarovich.
There it is.
Son of King Barov. I will be king one day. I just can't wait to be king.
Oh,
Damn it! I was gonna put that gif up just now.
Oh no!
Sad timing, considering what happened yesterday, though.
Yeah, geez, read the room.
I don't know.
James Earl
Oh
Jones
no!
passed away yesterday.
DED dead.
R.I.P. in pieces.
Oh, what'd they do to him after he died?
Lamb steaks, lion steaks, Vader steaks.
There we go. But Rahadin keeps pushing and pushing and pushing. I feel like every time I start to get something, he adds something new to the mix, and I feel like I can't do it.
Rahadin is one of his current homies, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Second in command, right?
Yes.
Yep.
His chamberlain, basically, his butler.
I'm gonna lean over to Riss and say, "Can this little fucker see us?"
Yes, and I can hear you.
Well, fuck me.
Save
Sire?
that for later.
If you weren't my imaginary friends, I would have you flogged for that disrespect.
Well, I did just kind of stick my own foot in my arse, didn't I?
As a kid, Misty. Young Prince, we are here to help you on this journey. What are we doing?
I think he wants to learn how to use a sword properly,
Oh.
which not my forte. So
Wait, what style of sword is he using?
Yeah.
It's probably like mechanically it's a short sword, just for his stature.
Okay.
But would
As
it be
you
a
guys are-
long sword if it wasn't?
Proportionally, it would scale to a longsword. Yes.
Okay. So not a rapier, though.
Mm,
Would it be dexterity or strength based?
no, strength based, standard longsword technique at this point.
And
Okay.
ammo.
I will.
I'm sure the sword of,
Go ahead.
I
Oh,
do.
no. But it's dex space for you, right? Never mind.
Correct.
I will. Yeah. Sorry. Do you want to go, Riss?
Sure, I was just going to how do I want to say this? What do you need from us, young prince?
I don't know.
What do we normally do? You seem upset.
And he picks the sword up and just begins to twirl around with it irreverently.
Is it like a real sword? Is that like a sharp sword?
It may not be honed and razor sharp, but it's not a wooden one. It's not like a little training nothing.
It's probably a blunted sword.
Yeah, a little bit blunted. It can still do some damage if he really wanted to, but it's not like running with a knife, but it's also not running with a shaved bit of wood.
Right, yeah.
Normally we play adventure and we take on pirates or marauders. You're the pirates, of course. And I vanquish you. And I save the day.
With the sword.
Oh, whatever I have at my disposal. Sometimes I use a bow.
Well, you do have your sword right now. Would you care for a
do.
little match with a pirate?
Avast!
And I pull
You
my
should not.
rapier.
Riss
With
backs
the-
out of the way.
By the authority of King Barov, I place you under arrest. Piracy is a crime punishable by death. Surrender.
You'll never catch me, you foul prince. And as I say this,
And he like leaps at you.
as I say this, and he leaps at me, I give him a bardic inspiration by saying that.
Aw.
And
It's
it begins to
goes
chase you around
back
a little
and
bit.
leans as they were kind of like running around, like leans over to Ned is like, I know he becomes terrible, but it's odd, you know, to see him like this.
to see eel before it's as a child.
I guess
No,
to
I
know
get-
that. I mean, I think we all knew that it was that he things happened and he wasn't always that way, but
Well, I get the feeling this book is going to show us exactly what it was.
probably.
At least right now, he's not a prick.
I don't know. I mean,
He's not okay. To be clear, he's not more of a prick than any other child his age would be.
any other prince his age would be.
That too. I just think generally there's a certain level of selfishness
Hey!
in all children, but that's something we grow out of.
Are you a prince, Sunflower?
There's a swell of voices behind the door. Not
What
that
is
you
the
can make
medallion?
out just from the side, but perhaps it's loud. It may be loud enough to make out if you wanted to press your ear up against, just to hear what's happening. At the same time, Strahd leaps at Misty, who deftly dodges out of the way, and he misses. His foot catches on something, and he lands hard. You'll pay for You'll pay for that. You
Come
pirate
on,
scum! And he charges with the sword held high.
and I back up deftly, just parrying with him.
Giving sunflower the steak guy.
I go and join the piracy. Fast! And I run in.
2 against 1. That seems unfair. Bing, boom. Perhaps I should close my eyes.
Oh, he's so cool.
I go I try to move myself so I'm a little bit closer to the door so I can still watch, but I can potentially hear voices.
Go and
What's
give me a
my-
perception check.
Wonderful perception, as what I was about to say. I'm the best person to do this.
Well, our best
15?
person is also being a pirate right now.
True. 15 total?
15. That will be enough. You hear several voices on the other side of the door. One is a familiar voice, a thin, nasally
It's Rahadin, isn't it?
Chamberlain, which is Rahadin.
Fucker.
My lord, he is still very young. It is fine. You need to continue to train him. He will be a great and powerful king one day. My lord, yes, one day, but he is far too young to lead now. And he is brash and foolish and overzealous. As are every child his age. It is completely normal.
Hey, don't use my reasoning like that.
He is not a normal child, Rahadin.
As
He
this
is
happens,
my son. He is
I'm
my
gonna-
prince.
motion Ned over so we can listen to.
Do I need to make a perception check, or now that they called attention to it, I can hear as well?
No, you can hear it as well.
Mhm.
He is my son. He is the prince. And he will need to be more than just a man. He will need to be a great man to lead. Whether this country or if he finds his own lands to conquer. A third voice you have not heard before. Dear, don't you think you're being a little hard on him? He is. There's a lot going on. He's dealing with being a big brother. All the more reason for him to learn how to be a man. He'll need to show young Sergei what it is like to grow up and be an honorable prince. This is how my father handled it before. My father before me handled it. And it is how my son will learn to handle it. This is how you make a great man. Rahadin? Yes, my lord. Go again. Give him a break. I'm sure he's thirsty, but get him a drink. Go again. He will learn in time. Very well. And you hear shuffling and clinking and rattling as refreshments are procured, and then approaching footsteps and the door opens. Rahadin, you're worried he sees you for a second because you make eye contact, but he sees through you. He doesn't register and just walks. And you see that parts of your garments, or as you sort of start out of the way, you don't clear in time, and he just walks through you. You are not corporeal in this place. Young master, if you're done vanquishing these brigands, they're pirates, Rahadin. Very well. If the pirates have been vanquished, we are to return to your training after a small refreshment. Your father's orders. And Strahd looks back at the two of you. You've gotten away this time, and he holds the sword out, but I'll be back. You won't get away from me next time.
You'll never catch us. You'll never catch us, Prince. And as I'm saying this, I cast Mage Hand and trip Sunflower.
I see it and I just trip anyways.
Strahd giggles a little bit and sheathes his sword before trotting over to Rahadin, where the servant has a tray with 2 cups and two wooden cups and a pitcher. The darkness begins to fade, or begins to settle in. The brightness of this place fades, almost like a slow blink, echoing the Strahd's voice. Yet now that past is filled only with regret.
Is it Adult Strahd again?
Yes. And just to recap, I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. Yet that past now is filled only with regret. And as we close out this first part, we will transition to a second bit of this first chapter. But let's take a quick break.
Okay.
Quick bio break. Grab a snack, grab a drink, bathroom break, whatever you guys need. Let's do 15, so we'll reconvene about past.
Understood.
All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Stick around with us. We'll be right back.
Steven.
Good.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. We rejoin our intrepid adventurers as they have entered this Tome of Strahd and played through experienced the prologue of Strahd as a child with his brother on the way. A slightly annoying, impetuous, imaginative prince. Pretty par for the course, which you'd expect from somebody in his position. But as that scene fades, and it's almost like you open your eyes into a new setting, a new perspective. Let's see. You are standing outside a large tent. Sort of like a war tent. This is much more reminiscent of what you saw in your sort of teleportation into the past the last time. The structure and the presentation and all of that seems very similar. The aesthetics, and it's all very period specific and appropriate. So you're thinking it's probably a very similar time frame, even if it's not exactly the same moment in time. But a large tent seems to be like a mobile command. And standing in front of the doorway is that figure of Strahd that you've seen a few times now. I was the warrior. I was good and just, and I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god, before he into that red and black smoke and just fades away. And inside the tent, you feel yourselves in motion, almost like everything, like the scene around you hits play, and you feel yourselves, you were moving toward entering this tent and joining the meeting inside. You see the Dusk Elf you saw previously, aged not a day. Rahadin has, exactly as you remembered he was when Strahd was a child, as he is now. But he's missing that characteristic scar across one eye that he has currently in the actual day and age outside of the book. Inside of the book, he has no scar. The chatter of voices and the clanking of metal sing from outside the walls of an enormous tent. And its primary occupant is a colossal rectangular table, atop which is carved an intricate scale map of the lands of Barovia. And it seems to be, accounts for elevation, it's topographical in 3 dimensions. The model mountains climb nearly 5 feet high, and valleys sink deep into the tabletop. As you guys enter, you see a man to your right who does not appear dissimilar to the young boy you met at home one summer afternoon. This is Strahd. But it is not Strahd the vampire. This is Strahd the mortal. His hair still has the gray streaks. His skin, the warm pink of living flesh. As he sort of pours over the table, Strahd is clad in scarlet armor, adorned with angelic feathers etched in gold leaf. He gestures across the table. Commander Gwillem, the table is yours. And as you guys glance up, the other figure standing at the table, you recognize quickly. Riss, it takes you an extra moment, because You didn't see yourself much in the last vision. This is Alec Gwillem, the man inhabited by Riss during the flashback sequence on the way to dinner. Strahd's right hand and trusted companion. Alec grabs those little war games token pusher things, or things that they use whenever people are playing tabletop games, and it's a big table so that they can get to the middle. But just so that he can manipulate the little bits on the war map. And he begins to outline what's going on. The tent is about a 20-foot radius and 12 feet tall at the center. Enormous table depicting the geography of Barovia occupies a 10 by 8-foot rectangle in the center. You guys are engaging in... Anyone who's engaging in this conversation, give me a history check.
Aren't we all engaging in this conversation? I'm confused.
It's up to you. I didn't want to assume that you guys weren't looking at other things. If you are doing something else, please feel free. But if not, you can go ahead and roll a history check.
Does this count as Barovian history?
It does.
12.
Okay.
15.
Dirty 20.
8.
0.
Oh no!
He tries so hard.
Gotta make up for
You
those
got-
20s eventually.
This is what you get for rolling all those 20s yesterday.
Yeah.
Riss, as all of you guys sort of step up to engage in this conversation, Alec calls your guys' attention to the area around Argynvostholt, as that is where the attack is, or where this conflict is centered, I should say. Riss, you're the only one who clocks. There's a village on this map that does not exist outside of the book. And the label says Zmei, Zmei. And Alec outlines, all right, so this is a 3-pronged attack. Let's see.
Also, real quick, does it look like Strahd, Alec, or anyone else is paying any of us any attention or can see us?
They acknowledge your approach.
But we're still ghostly?
But no, you are not ghostly as you approach. You are corporeal, physical. You no longer can float.
In our own bodies or someone else's?
Again, your own bodies, but period specific. Your attire changes stylistically.
Are we in
from what you
uniform?
were before. Yes, you are in uniform. You are officers in Strahd's army.
Gawain will approach Strahd and I'm assuming his title would be like Lord, or would it be Lord or Your Highness?
My lord, my liege, something like that.
Okay, cool. Gawain
Or
will
general.
approach. Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably better. He will approach, put his head down, put his hand over to his heart, and give a salute. Say, my liege, what would you have us do?
Good, I'm glad you made it. Commander Gwillem is going to review the strategy for the battles today. We've decided on a 3-pronged approach. Commander Gwillem, the table is yours. And Alec begins to outline. All right, so there's going to be. We're going to go in 3 different ways. I'm going to lead a group up frontal assault on the castle itself. Rahadin is going to lead a contingent around through the woods, just as another vector of attack. And General Zarovich will continue to lead up the command from here back in the village. We cannot stress this enough. The people here in Zmi are innocents. They are non-combatants, and we will not bring them harm. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, my liege.
Yes, Highness.
Very well. I slipped into Rahadin there for a little bit. Well, you all know where you're most effective. Your choice of assignment is up to you. Where do you feel like you'll be the most useful? Guarding General Zarovich, or leading an attack, either with Rahadin or myself?
I'll take the little princeling.
I'm sorry?
I'll take the little princeling.
Strahd just sort of looks up. He doesn't move, but his eyes look up and off to the side and gives you a surprised and I'm sorry, what? Look.
I said what I said. I'll take His Highness.
Rahadin turns and looks at you pointedly. You will do well to remember your manners, Lieutenant.
Aye, Your Highness.
And he turns
and
back.
As I back up a little bit, I stumble a little bit.
Briss is just glaring daggers.
Trying to see if there's any recognition.
Strahd isn't looking. He doesn't even register. Very well. You think that you all will be most effective guarding the command?
Aye.
Yes, I believe my skills are better suited to protecting, defending, and healing.
Very well.
If that's where they want to be, then I feel we work best as a group.
Agreed.
Good. Well, I'm glad that's settled. You know, there was a time I didn't think that this assigning you all to the same squad was a very good idea. And he looks over at Strahd. Well, I guess I was wrong. Good call as always, my lord.
Question. And I apologize if you said this earlier. Are the shits here?
Not you guys are the only ones present.
Okay.
All right. The controversial chatter of the camp builds to a roar. You blink, and you are now standing amid a quaint farming village. Many of its buildings wreathed in flame, almost like you lost time. Strahd sits atop a stocky black mare, points his blade forward, and shouts, "Advance!" And Alec and Rahadin both spur their horses into a gallop along with their forces. I need everyone to give me a perception check.
13.
12.
2.
Dirty 20.
8.
8.
We're so good at this, guys.
You got a dirty 20. And whatever Sunflower got.
12.
12. Okay. So, as you guys turn and the forces, these two contingents each gallop off. A split second later, rushing from hidden spots that nobody noticed are several warriors in gleaming silver armor, head to toe plate, large great swords, some of them with a large great sword held up cocked high, some with a sword and a shield rushing in. Everyone but Gawain turns and steps toward them. As we roll initiative, Gawain, you hear a whir, like a whistle, a bit of wind, and an impact as you spin and you see a javelin has embedded itself right into Strahd's ribs, and he slips and falls off his horse. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Question. Would mage armor have persisted if I'd cast it in the real world?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
For this week only, probably, I do have the alert feat, so my initiative was higher. Am I allowed to use the new alert feat or no?
For now, let's stick with 2014.
Okay, cool. Then no, it'll just be that.
Do we have... I'm sure that there's... One... Quad, so there's that. And there's the... Okay, so we are on...
DM?
Village. Yes.
Would you like me to Jaeger Ivor?
We'll just say that Ivor didn't transition into the second one.
Okay.
Just to make things easier.
Actually, if it's the new one, then you can add a +2 extra to that initiative roll. I mean, if it's the old one, sorry, you can add a +2 extra to that initiative roll.
Okay. All right, so let me grab you guys. Put Strahd there. You guys can go ahead and drag your tokens out onto the board, and you can arrange yourselves around Strahd's token.
I would like to do that, but I would also like to know where the enemy is.
Yes, I'll have that for you in just a second.
Have vision.
So we have all of our own, like our normal powers, right?
Yes, yep. You guys are as you were normally.
So, did our mounts come with us?
They did not.
Okay. Would I be able to like get on a horse or something?
Yes, you guys have been furnished with horses since you were going to be part of the retinue here.
Okay, cool. Then I will just use my normal ass mounted token.
Pass token.
Probably not a bad idea to use those.
But we're not large category on horses, are we?
Yep.
Yeah.
Horses are large.
Okay.
So
I can't see again. I can't see from my mount token.
Yeah, neither can I. Huh, interesting.
Let me fix that.
2 sunflowers.
Yeah, I pulled up both, but I can't see.
Canis should be good. You said Antares needs vision.
And so does Ares.
Antares has vision.
Antares isn't on the board yet.
I still can't see.
Oh, sunflower. Let me see what's going on. Oh, okay, because your token doesn't have vision. So sunflower needs vision. Okay, that's done. Rest has vision. Okay. Let me try.
I can see!
There we are. Yep, I just need to refresh it. If you can't see with your token, go ahead and delete it. You said, Ned, you need Ares. Ares doesn't have vision.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got Ares. Should be good. Go ahead and delete it and drag it back out. Anyone else can't see? Cool. Excellent.
Just remember your mounted tokens are double-sided. So you've got a mount only and a mount and rider side.
So jumping out and arranging themselves here are several. I just used the Revenant token, but these are head-to-toe gleaming armored figures of the Silver Dragon. We will do. Let me roll for the Great Sword Boys. Is I'm just going to do it like this. Gawain, what did you roll for initiative?
15. Sorry, 14.
14. Alright. Sunflower, I have 5.
Yeah.
Riss?
16.
Nice. Ned, I got a 23.
Plus 2 more because it's the old alert feat, so it's 25 instead.
25. Excellent. And Misty.
14.
14. Alright. Alright, so we said 14 for Gawain, 8 for Sunflower? 5, just kidding. Riss got a 16, Ned got a 25, and Misty got a
14.
14. Excellent. Gawain, did you also get a 14?
Yes.
Was that correct? Okay.
Yep.
You guys go together if you want to do anything.
I've got a
Be
plus 3
my
on
guest.
Dex if that means anything to you.
And a +2.
Yeah, it's up to you. You guys can go concurrently if you if you had any combo moves you wanted to try to pull together. That would be an option as well.
The
But
new
you
rule
guys
let
can
the
figure
players
out
decide.
however you want to do.
That's good.
16 for the great swords and 15. Of course, they're just going to go right together. 15 for the shields.
So half of them are wielding shields and long swords, and the other half are wielding great swords.
Yes. 3 and 3. All right, so we're up first with Ned with Riss on deck, and then we got the paladins.
Oh, these are paladins. By the way, you said they were wearing silver armor, silver swords. Any chance there's any silver dragon-looking stuff on their armor?
Yes, these are paladins of Argynvost.
Right. Did we do that? No, I did not want to do that. Just one moment, I'll finish that. Okay. So, what does this red dot on this guy mean?
The dot means a shield. The sword means a sword. I just needed a way to remember.
Ah, okay. So then this one over here, I want a wisdom saving throw of 19.
You said this guy?
Correct.
That's a success.
Damn, he got over 19? Alright, well. Okay, then he'll take half the damage of Dissonant Whispers and nothing else.
Okay.
So, half of 11 goes down to 5 psychic damage.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll end my turn there.
Continues to stride forward, or rush forward, I should say. I'm going to put this here for Strahd's horse that he fell off of. He is prone. So, you guys can arrange yourselves however you want to around that, and I'll move the enemies to not be directly right up on you. Because I know I moved Gawain a little bit. Unless you guys are good with where you are currently.
That's fine.
Sounds good.
You got an amazing wizard right next to you, love. No need to worry.
Alright. So, with that, on to Riss with these paladins up next. Go for it.
Okay. What do I want to do? I am going to cast. Gawain, even or odd? Is Dalton here?
Ah, he disappeared.
Yes.
Evens or odds?
Even.
Okay. I'm going to cast Haste on Strahd.
And lose concentration automatically. Just do it.
You can kill him now.
That was our chance.
I am fine with my position, I think. So that is all I'm going to do.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm 1 point down, so we are good.
Sounds good. All right. Let me see. All right, that brings us on to the paladins. Currently, this guy attacked by you is going to rush up and just swing the sword. This guy is going to make he's going to make an intimidation check to try to scare the horse away. Which succeeds. The horse whinnies and charges this direction. I'm gonna make a dex save, which fails. This guy gets knocked prone.
Sir, did you give that horse a +5 to that roll? Because it's my ally, and it's within 10
No,
feet
the
of
horse
me.
didn't roll. The other guy made an intimidation check.
Oh, okay.
That guy goes prone, but the horse rushes off. He rushes in, but that was his action to try to scare to scare the horse. So he's rushing in, and he's right on top of Strahd, ready to go. Next turn, here in front of you, Ned, we got. Yeah, we're gonna go for you. Two
Gross.
attacks.
I didn't agree to this.
Sword and board. He's technically flanking.
Keep in mind,
so
I did cast Mage Armor before going into that house, so it should still be active.
Yes, it should. Flanking is 2 9s, which bring him to a grand total of 16.
I will shield, and now it doesn't happen.
Okay. Second attack.
Bitch.
Much better. 25.
Clearly that works.
So he's going to. He's only wielding one hand because he has the shield. He's also going to smite. And he's going to smite at a second level. So that's first, second. Okay, so that's only. What's that? That is 6 points of slashing and 13 points of radiant for a total of 19 damage on the second hit.
Done.
And he didn't do a bonus action because he got excited that he hit. This guy's they're going to, let's see what else. This guy's going to stand up from prone. And he's going to step in as well. But he is going to go after Strahd on the ground. So that's going to be 2 attacks at advantage because he's prone. That hits. And that one's going to miss, even though he's prone. He's also going to smite at a second level. And does it over damage.
Did he take into account, I think haste is a plus AC bonus?
It does get, no, that other one hit. It was like a 16 on the dice.
So even with the plus 2 AC, I think it is?
Yeah.
Even with the plus 2 AC, he would definitely go ahead. That's 1 hit. Strahd has Actually, let me calculate the health. 14, 12, 26. Boy, that's a big hit. All right. Okay. The other three guys, one's going to close with you, Gawain, one's going to close with you, Riss, and one's going to close with you, Sunflower. Gawain flanking. This is a great sword.
Did you want Ivor to roll initiative?
Yeah, go ahead and roll initiative, Ivor.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry for dropping out, guys.
Not to worry.
Had to handle some things.
That is a 22 to hit, Gawain.
Yes.
Misses. Right. Second attack is a 24.
Just it.
Okay. That's 6 plus 3 is 9 slashing. And,
Okay.
Gosh, 17.
So 8 radiant.
Are you? Yes.
I'm an Azamar.
Yes, because you're always resistant. That's right.
Star baby.
Cool. All right. So that's that guy.
Was too huge. I rolled a 13.
Okay. Sounds good. We will come to you then in just a minute. Okay. So that was Gawain, 2 against Riss. That is a dirty 20.
Shield.
Okay. And less 17. Both bouncing off your arcane shield. And Sunflower.
Hits.
I rolled 2 nat 1s.
Yes.
And I realized I accidentally rolled with advantage when I was not flanking against Riss, and so those 2 nat 1s are just going to stand for both attacks against Sunflower. So big whiffs. However, Strahd took a big hit, and he's on the ground. That brings us to Gawain with Misty on deck, and then after that is Ivor.
Roger.
Okay. I have a question. We're writing history right now, right?
Essentially.
Isn't Strahd gonna remember that someone went, I don't know, supernova? Like someone physically fucking grew and that their horse did at the same time? Like...
For the purposes of this, we're gonna wiggle our fingers, and it's not gonna be that out of the like. I mean, you could always not do it if you're worried about it. I'm not super worried about it. I won't tell if you don't.
Okay.
But if you,
Good enough.
for RP reasons, want to say, Gawain would be worried about this, so then.
From what I
Don't
understood
make
is
that choice.
we were experiencing history,
Yes.
and
Yeah, we're not actually
everything
writing
we
it.
experienced is true to what actually happened.
Yes.
We are not necessarily actually, like, we are, as characters, making decisions, and obviously we as players do not know what is happening, like, but our characters were not the actual people there.
Correct. Yeah, basically
We are just kind of along for the ride.
Yeah.
A little bit. Kind of like exactly like we were in the memory.
Yep.
Only we look like ourselves this time.
To us, at least.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows who we look like to everyone else?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, well, I guess we're trying to protect Strahd, even though this is so counterintuitive for Gawain. I'm gonna bonus action go supernova. Boom. I'm going to take 2 attacks on this guy, as he seems to be one of the more direct threats to Strahd at the moment. And because I am mounted, I have advantage, because I have mounted combatant now.
Ah, okay. Go for it. You're also flank. He's on the ground, so you wouldn't flank. But yeah, that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah. At 20.
Nice.
Hey.
All right. Second attack, just in case. Let's say 23 to hit on the second.
Also hits.
Okay. Cool. Fuck. These boyos look relatively hardy, correct?
Yeah. They're not pushovers.
Can I try to, like, I don't know if it's possible, can I, like, gauge how powerful of a paladin they are?
Not with the split-second decision that you have right now.
Okay. You know what? We're gonna get their attention. Do I want to do that with first or second level? That's the question, though. We're gonna do it with first. We're not there yet. Might need for something else. So that's gonna be what? 68? Are they undead by any chance?
No.
Okay. So it's gonna be 6d8 plus 12. Okay. 2 52 points of damage.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
How do you want to do this?
Oh shit. Okay.
Wow.
Almost begrudgingly, like, Gawain just sees this drop in this paladin's guard as he turns his back to me to go strike Strahd, and I just the instinct takes over for a second of protecting someone, and it just a flying strike comes in with the axe, and it just cleaves through the spine at like the base of the hip.
And it's clear that it's been like severed in like a deep cut, because as he falls, he like bends, he overextends at that pivot point, as the body would normally hold itself in a specific like the flesh holds itself together, and then that's just sort of like he folds more than he should, falling onto the ground.
Is he? Question. I can't, because of where everyone is, or I guess Strahd's on the ground, isn't he?
Yes.
Could I occupy this space then?
I wouldn't say that. I would say no, because you can't like occupy the same space as an ally. You can't end your turn in the same space as an ally.
Okay, but I could still move up here, attack, and then withdraw.
Yeah, if you wanted to.
Okay, go. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just drop that second attack. It was a 23 to hit on the second one.
Yep. It's...
So that's gonna be 11 points of slashing damage. And I need a strength save and a con save.
Alright, strength save is 19.
That'll succeed.
Con save is a success.
Okay. Oh, actually, god damn it. No, I shouldn't have made him. It's fine. I'll do it next turn. I should have moved Strahd. There's really nowhere to move him, I guess.
Yeah, not really. But I've got
step
him
back.
covered.
I just realized I was muted. I was saying they all have those auras.
As Gawain is doing his thing, Misty's reaching into her pocket, into her pouch, to pull out a little piece of iron and a little tinder. And as she's trying to create a spark for a fire, she calls down to Strahd. Get up, you little prince. I thought you didn't need a bodyguard. Because if you do, I certainly ain't one. I'm a pirate. And I'm going to cast heat metal on the paladin on the other side of it.
Who swings at Gawain and misses as he steps back. You cast heat metal on the armor, and so that's just going to deal damage, right?
Yes, but I get to concentrate on it and repeat that damage every time as bonus action.
Yep. All right, yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
That is 15 points of fire damage.
Oh my gosh. Big hits, guys. He's not looking great.
Dead. Cast that one because it's a level spell. Let's see, nobody's near me. What do I want to do? As I call out to Strahd, casting my heat metal, I'm actually going to give him another bardic inspiration.
Got it. Okay. Cool. All right. Bonus action, no movement. You want to stay there?
Gonna stay right there.
Perfect. Ivor, you're up with Sunflower on deck. So, just to give you a little bit of background, what happened is you guys stepped into a war meeting with Strahd, Commander Alec Gwillem, who you would remember from the first vision of history, played by wonderfully by Riss,
Yes.
and
Well, so.
and Rahadin, of course, along with Strahd. They outlined a three-pronged attack, and Misty spoke for the group, saying that it would be best if they stayed back to protect Strahd in command. There's a jump cut, like you guys lost some time, and you're in the middle of a burning village. And Strahd commanded everyone to advance. As the two, Rahadin and Gwillem, both left with their contingents, a bunch of Silver Dragon paladins jumped out of hiding and rushed you guys as a javelin embedded itself in Strahd's ribs and knocked him off his horse. These paladins have continued to attack you. Some of them have a great sword, some of them have rocking the sword and shield. But the turn is yours.
Alright. So, I'm guessing we're just jumping Strahd.
Oh.
No, we're saving Strahd.
Flip it.
Yeah, you guys are officers in Strahd's army.
We are
Oh,
Strahd's.
so
We are Strahd's guard detail.
Basically, we're playing along so that we can learn as much information as possible.
Like exactly like the memory
so
from
I'm
the
back
first
to
time.
Ivan?
No, you are
No, you're-
Ivor still.
Yeah, you're not Ivan, but you are. You guys are following the histories. Strahd isn't a vampire yet, and you're fighting to protect him at the moment.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. The roll 20 isn't loading for me right now. What's the
Okay.
closest thing?
To you or Strahd?
What's the closest danger to Mr. Strahd?
There's a paladin above him ready to go in. He is prone on the ground, and this guy's ready to just lay into him. So you can fire at this paladin if you'd like.
If I have my, Ivor abilities, yeah,
Yes,
sharpshooter 70
go for it.
I am not going to let that happen. Because nothing will happen. That is a D12. That will happen. Ooh, 17. On a die.
Very nice. Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
Alright. And... Good. 35.
35. Oh boy. How do you want to do this? This guy gets blown away. He had already gotten rocked by a couple of hits.
Ivor... Wait, are our mounts here?
No. You guys are mounted on provided horses.
Basic horses.
Provided horses. Basic bitches. Gotcha.
Yeah, these are horses, they're not
so-
dogs.
So, in this, I guess, flashback, or I guess, in this instance, Ivor rides up, takes a stance, stops, assesses the situation, and takes aim, and just goes, you know what? I know what happens in the future. I know how these things- We just gotta get through this and just stock weld and just
Very nice. Explosion from the gun, and the paladin's helmet is just a crater. Hits the ground by Strahd.
Is that 2 paladins down now?
Yes. 2 of 6.
Underneath Gawain.
Yeah, the other one's underneath the coin. That's right. All right, second attack. There's 2 paladins that are nearby. One's on Ned, one's on Sunflower. There's another one on Riss, and a 4th one that is advancing. Unclear exactly who he's going after just yet.
I really like Gawain, but I want to go after the one that's near Nedro.
Okay, go for it. Putting anything extra on this?
Second verse, same as the first. Sharpshooter, steady aim. I'm not moving. Oh, damn. 17 on it.
Also still hits.
Oh, 28.
Big hit still here, but blood is coming out of a lot of these cracks in the armor between the plates. Big hit. All right. Brings us to Sunflower with Ned on deck at the top of the round. Actually, Strahd didn't get a turn. I'll roll for him. But you can go ahead and take your turn.
Okay,
I'll have it
perfect.
last.
So before his turn, let me use the land. Let me healing spirit underneath his feet. The land will start rising up, and bonus action there it'll be right underneath him.
So you're the reason he claims the land as his own, because he thought this very moment convinced him.
Yeah,
I hate it.
correct. That's not what he gets me healing. I was just casting to get ready.
See, we are writing history.
Yep. And then I'm gonna back away. Jump off my mount, I guess. Go like right there. Do the backflip. And then as a backflip, I turn into a giant vulture.
We love that. Alright. Giant vulture, that size category.
Oh,
Giant,
God. Large. 1 second, I haven't saved it. Actually, large beast.
Large, okay.
And then if he didn't hit me as I flipped off of him, I would wait until he tried to hit me or does damage before I went to vulture.
Yeah, he definitely would have, as you jump off, he would have taken a swing. He has a great sword. He's not flanking, so don't roll 2d20. Another natural 1.
So it deflects off of my chest and the vines just start growing out and fill up helps, and then I turn into a giant viney vulture and I fly up.
Ooh.
Oh, let's do 30 feet up in the air.
Alright. 30 in the air. Sounds like a plan. Does Strahd heal this turn?
When he starts his turn, he would heal.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
that would be the first use 6.
Okay.
I get 5 more.
Sounds good. Alright, Strahd's turn. He's gonna get up. Or he's going to he has a javelin in his side. He's going to
Who doesn't?
start pushing himself. Actually,
He's floating.
the spirit just healed him, so he's going to stay here for the moment and trust that you guys got him boxed in well enough, which you do, in fact. Which you do. There's not an opening for that corner between Riss and Gawain is not actually open. So you guys do have him boxed in. He's going to stay put for a second.
He does
And
have that extra action.
He does have that extra action. He's gonna give it a shot at trying to get this javelin out. But with a 6, his hands are slipping on his own blood. He's gonna give it one more shot. And with a 9, he's not gonna. He can't quite get it out. His horse has rushed away, and He's hit the ground. It's so disorienting right now. Everything just blitzkrieged. And that brings us back to the top with Ned. Riss, you're on deck.
So there's still 4 of them left, huh?
DM.
Hold that thought, because it's Ned's go right now.
Oh, there it is. And let me just find this.
Ivor, what was your question?
I was gonna try and throw a little spice, but I can't do it at my current moment. So
Okay. Got it. Sounds good.
Okay, so that actually hits all the enemies. This is going to be a slow spell, and I'm going to heighten it specifically because I can heighten on 1 person by spending 3 sorcery points. Who looks the healthiest? I know the guy in front of me took some hits.
He's taking a couple of hits. On the right side, top guy's untouched, middle guy's untouched, bottom guy's untouched.
Guy next to Riss is going to be heightened, so they're at disadvantage.
Okay.
I need a wisdom saving throw from all 4 of them of 19.
Your guy fails. Top guy fails. Riss is with disadvantage. Riss advantage fails. Bottom guy succeeds.
All right, so those that worked with failed, their speed is halved. They have -2 penalty to AC and dexterity throws. They can't use reactions. On their turns, they can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of the creature's abilities, they can only attack once. So no more multi-attacks, because fuck you.
Fuck you.
Nah, son. But also no reactions. So, you know, feel free to move wherever the fuck you want around those 3 people.
All right. Bonus action?
Let's see. I tend to not have too many. So I don't think I'll do anything, but let me make sure that it's accurate. Yeah, that's accurate. I am not going to do anything else with my bonus action. And since I'm partially in the way... Oh, wait. And I'll do that.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. That takes us to Riss with the paladins on deck.
I am going to... There's a guy in front of me. I really don't like the guy in front of me, I'm not gonna lie.
You can move around them, no reactions.
That's right. Can I?
You can. That gives him a straight path right to Strahd. But he won't be able to attack this turn since he will be moving.
No, he can. It's not.
Oh,
He can move.
It's action or bonus action. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's not like my other spell.
Oh, right.
But he
okay.
is at half speed.
Ooh, that's a great point. Yeah, so if
Can I make?
you would be leaving Strahd open if you move away around him, but it's up to you. He has been affected by the slow spell. He's not quite as quick and surprising as he was.
And feel free for those dex saves if you can, because it's -2 to them. But it looks like you're doing Code of Cold, so there's that.
I'm thinking about. Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Oh, Rhymes Binding Ice, I mean.
Yeah. I don't have cold and cold yet. If I move straight down like this, can I hit Rhymes Binding Ice without hitting Sunflower? Like from here?
Yeah.
Up in the air.
Yes, Sunflower's up in the air, and Tari's, we can say, yeah.
Also,
I know that
just
if you
so know,
get-
this guy is slowed. This one is not, so he's completely unarmed and undebuffed.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Then maybe I don't move. Sorry, too many buttons. We just do that.
That'll do it.
Cool. I'll just go ahead and keep it at second level.
Okay.
Con save. Let me find my d8s.
Natural 20 on the first guy.
Gross.
Boo.
Natural 20 on the second.
Double gross.
Can I?
I rolled 3 ones in a row. Give me this.
No.
Barbs.
Which one?
The closer one.
The closer one? Okay.
The closer one.
I'll roll that dice again because it wants to roll nat 20s for me.
Also, relish that ability because if he decides to go rules as written, we can no longer do that. Unless you use silvery barbs from a feature that doesn't use spell slots.
Oh, right. Because I mean, technically, no, it's a reaction because it's the rule is
The rule
it's
is
the bonus
one
action,
spell slot per
but
turn.
now it's one spell slot per turn. That is still a
I hate
23.
Sure, but it means you can use your features that have a casting and still you cast a spell if it doesn't use a spell slot. So you can technically cast 2 spells depending on how you do it.
I don't. Yeah. Okay, you said they both passed still?
Yes.
Boo. 16 plus 6 is 22. Halved is 11. And I take 2 damage.
Okay. Are they locked in place? Or not? Because they succeeded?
No, because they succeeded. And my concentration is fine.
Alright. Cool. Anything else? Bonus action movement?
No. We can see Strahd trying to take out the spear, right?
Yeah, you're trying to pull this out.
Riss will kind of look over their shoulder and kind of like yell back at him like, "Don't worry about it now, we'll get it out after."
He's bleeding out and dying for this.
They do chill.
Goes roll pretty well.
It's only a spear in your chest.
Yeah,
Tis but a flesh wound.
If he rolled something, he had advantage on it.
And he'll get better.
Yeah.
The field medic in me is immediately like, "Why are you removing it? It's keeping your blood inside you. Please stop now."
Don't worry,
Yeah.
we'll heal around.
Right? No, I don't want you to heal the javelin into my ribs. No, thank you.
Long story short, we turn him into a vampire if he doesn't die.
Yeah. He stops clawing at it and sort of nods, like his face is getting pale. It's actually looking kind of familiar, as he's losing blood, and sort of like sweating, and like he has that like almost distant look, but he nods, and is like he's holding it there, not trying to yank it out anymore.
Riss, after seeing that, Riss will like look over, make eye contact with Sunflower to make sure like Sunflower's kind of field medic at the moment, especially with the like
viney vulture.
Yeah.
You see that my little thorny little vine spirit is healing him, but yeah, you get a just a
You can talk and shape change whatever now. And wild shape.
I do not accept new rules.
Perfect. I want you to not.
You get
All right. Okay. These guys. Not the one to back down from a fight is gonna rush at you, Gawain. And he is a great sword boy. That is a 24.
Is it worth using right now, or should I just take the hit? No, it's too valuable. I'll be fine. Yeah, I'll take the hit.
Okay. 11 points of slashing and
Reduced 5.
20 points of radiant.
10 points of radiant.
Sorry, that's not the one I affected. You can attack again.
He can attack again. Misses. Moving up to Riss. This guy's gonna swing slowly at you. Does he have a penalty to attacks?
Nah.
Okay. Then that is going to be a 23.
yeah, that'll hit. Oh, that was almost bad.
Also gonna smite. That's 10 points of slashing and 8 points of radiant.
The smite is not a bonus action, right?
Correct.
Damn.
Ow.
To answer your question, Richard, Ivor did not take any damage, and Cesar's not here.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
I maintain concentration.
Oh, good.
You didn't give me my thing.
Oh, the concentration? It's
I don't
because I
remember
forgot
which
you were.
one. I don't remember.
Also
which one it
remember,
is.
also remember you get a +5 because you're close to me.
Oh, even better. I rolled an 18, so I'm fine. But
This guy's gonna close with you, Ivor.
also, guys, I put my ASI into con. I'm
Good
a
choice.
slightly beefier wizard.
Hey,
that's fine.
And misses you, Ivor. And this guy's gonna swing at you, Ned, for a 21.
yeah, that hits.
He has a shield. He's gonna smite. So that's 8 points of slashing and 18 points of radiant.
God damn. And I'll make my con save for concentration on slow with the +5 from Gawain. Wait, am I close enough to Gawain?
Yes, you are.
Yes. So that's DC 13.
Success.
Success. Excellent. Okay. Cool. So that is their turn. We're on to Gawain.
Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it simple. I'm gonna attempt something. I'm going to, in Draconic, I'm going to direct it at the paladins I will, because we know as officers of Strahd's army, we like know who Argynvost is, right?
Yes, you guys would understand.
In Draconic, he's going to yell out, "Your Lord Argynvost will fall by our hands. Even now we swarm upon him while you are here dallying." And I'm going to make an intimidation check and do center of attention.
Okay. They are not quite your level, so that will be fine. You said you're doing an...
Intimidation.
Hold on, my headphones just got...
Actually, no. Would that be persuasion or intimidation? One moment. Because I'm saying that something's happening. I'm not threatening that it's happening.
It's technically deception because we're not doing that.
All right, there we are. Got you on my...
I thought there was another prong that was currently like assaulting Argynvost.
Yes, there are two others. One is in the one is going right full bore down the frontal assault. One is coming up from another vector through the forest.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna go with intimidation.
And these guys are making a... Oh boy.
26.
Intimidation would be fear.
Correct. If they're immune to frightened, then I'm fucked. But they're not high enough level to have that as a paladin aura. If this even affects them. Because you don't get that shit until level 10.
Yeah. All right. So they're gonna make...
And then I'm going to make 2 attacks on this guy. I'm just going to start rolling those.
Okay, got it. So yes, they're gonna make insight.
26 and a nat 20.
Oh yeah. He's going down. How do you want to do this?
As he charges in, where does he hit Gawain when he smited me?
It was somewhere along the thigh, because that's where he's able to reach.
Goes ahead, and as he goes in for this motion right there, Gawain goes in and chops through the arm directly into the heart.
Ooh, nice. The first and third guy are caught in this. The middle guy rolls a natural 20 and keeps his focus.
Okay.
All right.
But he did just see me delete one of his friends, so...
Yes, very much so. Which is slightly face-shaking in and of itself.
2 of his friends, actually. 1 each turn.
Yes, exactly. Just like bang, bang. That's pretty nuts. All right.
So that might warrant some attention from him, is all I'm saying.
He's all the way across the map. He's not going to be able to make it to you.
Oh, I thought it was the dude that was by wrist. Okay.
No, not that one. Misty.
Ivor, got it.
Misty, you're up. Ivor's on deck. Strahd's still on the ground. He's holding the javelin in place so it doesn't wiggle around and just like cut him to ribbons, but he's not actively trying to remove it.
Would I be able to pull it out without using up my action?
It would be an attack. It would count as an attack to grab and move it. And which would be your action because you don't have extra attack. You did hear Riss say, "Leave it in. We'll get it in a second."
I did hear that.
which you can go ahead and yank it out if you would like.
No, I'm gonna leave it there. But I'm going to reach down and give him a second level healing word.
Okay. Got it.
Nine points of healing to Strahd.
Excellent.
Would it be possible for me to get over to the space to about right here by going through the little pathway?
Yeah, you can finagle your way through there, especially because there's allies. But yeah, you can bound up through there.
Okay, I will get to right there, and as I'm moving up there, I'm going to pull out my Moon Touch Rapier.
Okay.
And that.
If you would like, you can move another square and you can flank.
That works. So that is 22 to hit.
22 will hit. I need another intimidation from you, Gawain.
Okay.
So that is 28 plus 3 is 7 with sneak attack.
23.
Yeah, easy. Good to go.
How many levels rogue are you?
4.
Oh,
I'm back.
threw us all off this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave. I looked up, but I couldn't hear anymore, and I was like, "What happened?" I'm
That's
sorry.
okay. We'll just stick in these Brady Bunch boxes. We're almost done for the night anyway.
Okay, somebody just updated my character sheet to the 2024 version. It's like everything changed.
I am the dungeon master now.
It's like everything disappeared. There it is. Okay. So that is. I can't remember what I rolled. 2d6 is 8 points of sneak attack.
You said 8?
8 for sneak attack.
8 for sneak attack. That includes the rapier as well, or was that on top of the rapier?
So that's 8 for the sneak attack alone, and then so 10 points of piercing damage. So
Excellent.
18 total.
18 total. Still up, but find that break in the plates and sink your blade right in. Bonus action? Oh, you already used your bonus
that was
action.
healing.
That was healing. All right. On to Ivor with Sunflower on deck.
Alright. So. The one that I shot before, is he still up?
Yes, the one on Ned is still up. There's also one that rushed to hit you. Has not been touched.
Self-preservation. Ivor wants to stay alive, but cares about his friend more. I don't like stuff near Ned. So I'm gonna take a pop shot at that. Sharpshooter still again.
Okay. Go for it.
$17 on the dice.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And let's see.
I think you have a dice with just 17s. Because that's the only thing you've rolled this encounter.
I've been switching. Like, I've rolled your dice, I've rolled Tommy's dice, and I've rolled... That was my alternate dice. So I'm using up all the luck, I guess. $29.
Big hit. Still up.
Intimidation check.
That one passed.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
that one
okay.
nat 20'd.
I thought that was the middle one, but okay.
Alright, second attack.
Steven? This is your dice. Not 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, this guy's gone. Bang. Craters in the armor, my guy. Craters in the armor. Just ripping through it like it's aluminum foil.
Yeah, 50 caliber will do that.
Yeah. Alright, so that was action bonus and movement since you steady aimed. On to not Ivor, Sunflower. At the bottom of the round.
Is that guy 10 feet from me?
That guy's dead, but yes.
Oh, perfect. So when he dies, he's just gonna get all wrapped in vines, and he's gonna come back with a little Philip Jaeger.
Hey. Ooh.
That's
So Philip comes up to the ground and just starts manipulating this paladin, and he just stands upright looking at this guy. And I'm gonna swoop down, and we're gonna get ourselves a nice little flanking here when this guy comes over. Yep. Bonus action before I attack, I'll take my healing spirit and I'll bop out. Who got injured? Who's this? Ned?
Mm-hmm.
So it'll bop out into Ned and then come back. So for Ned, you will get 2d6 for Ned, which is 12 points of healing, and 2d6
Awesome.
for Strahd, which will get 6. And then I get, with
Because he
my
cares about me more.
action, 3 attacks with the vulture. So that is going to be flanking, 1 with the beak and 2 with the talons. 16.
As you guys continue to heal Strahd, he's actually approaching full health, so he does go ahead and grip and just sort of yank the
Spear.
the spear out.
javelin.
As the wound knits itself shut with your healing. He's only down 5 health from where he started.
Perfect.
Now.
Natural 20 and a 1 on that guy. Yeah, so 16, 17, and a nat 20.
Even slowed with this guy's shield, 16 and 17 will both miss. Nat 20 will hit, obviously.
Beautiful. So 14 points of damage.
Barely holding on.
Philip Jaeger comes in.
Intimidation check.
Oh, yes. 27.
27. Good to go. Philip Jaeger comes in.
19.
That'll hit.
7 points of bludgeoning.
And down he goes.
And I've had my turn, so I get my reaction, and he gets back up.
He gets back up. Amazing.
How many times a day can you do that?
Oh, I put my SI into wisdom, so I can do it
At least twice.
5 times.
That's what's up.
How long do they last? Is it just like an encounter, or are they around for a while?
It's a bit.
I think they're just
and
zombies. So
They're
it's good health.
zombies under my control. Yeah, and they regain. I'm reading it now. For 1 hour. And then it collapses. But I have to spell Animate Dead, so I can just bring him back.
Yeah.
Down.
Yep. The land is mine when I start bringing back the dead.
I am the land.
I am
Oh.
the land.
So it's no longer Gawain that will replace Strahd. It will be Sunflower.
You guys.
Top of the
You just
round, between Ned and Riss, you guys can take care of this remaining paladin easily enough. He only has 21 health. And turn to attend to Strahd, who has still holding his side, gingerly pulls himself up. As he just sort of breathes heavily for a second, as several Vistani civilians rush over and help hold him up. And he addresses all of you. Hold this ground. We cannot afford to give up this position. As he's definitely still not in fighting shape, but he's not actively bleeding out. As the Vistani take him off to give him further medical treatment, you guys turn back to the battlefield, and the guy that just got dropped. A river of blood flows down the enemy's silvered sword, lying idly in the mud. A divine cacophony of thunderous booms beats on your eardrums. This swell of sound is followed by a cold shiver that runs the length of your spine. The cold seems to emanate from the mansion high on the hill. As a blood-curdling roar rips through the air, silencing the battlefield and drawing your attention southward to the top of the hill. The sun above reflects harshly off of a pair of glinting silver wings and claws that crest the turrets of the castle. You gaze in full view of Argynvost, the silver dragon. Roars again and just unleashes this torrent of breath weapon. I believe it's cold.
It's ice for silver, yeah.
Wait, how big is he?
Across
Is he
the
like
battlefield.
large or gargantuan or what is it?
He is, I believe, an ancient silver dragon.
Gargantuan.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Oh,
big.
Massive.
Pretty big.
Um,
He's a big boy.
and echoing as this scene dims and you feel it beginning to fade, your experience from this rush of the adrenaline to catching your breath for a second. I was the warrior. I was good and just, and I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. And you guys feel yourselves ejected back onto your mounts, and you have to catch to hold yourselves on as you re-emerge from the tome. Now attuned to it, Riss, you can cast as a ritual Gentle Repose and Unseen Servant once per day. Both as a ritual.
Welcome to the party.
And that's the first. That's the prologue in the first chapter.
Yeah.
Having already been decoded, the rest are up to you. Whenever you feel ready and have a moment that you want to decode this, just know that as soon as you crack it, you guys are sucked in and you're rolling in with the next chapter, and it takes an hour in game to run through whatever the events of the chapter are.
So we have 12 more hours of chapters to go.
Yes.
I'm good to do that. That just means we get to face Strahd at a higher level, which I'm all for here. That 9th level spell fuckery we can't handle that yet.
We yeah, and I'll make sure we talk about when we want to do it because
No. Just be chaotic and do it whenever the hell you want. Just get it.
everyone else is sleeping, and then all of a sudden, oh, sorry guys, we're in the book now.
Worst possible time, Rez.
If we're ever meeting with a political leader and it was like, oh, this is boring, just fucking open a book in the middle of it. Just get the fuck out.
I mean, Riss is the librarian, so I don't know.
No, yeah.
Amazing.
It's truly a shame. Riss only needs 4 hours of sleep every night, and it's
Mm-hmm.
4 hours to do a chapter.
Yeah, Riss might get bored.
Oh no, whatever shall we do?
I know, right? Crazy.
And then
I still have to
Ivor
sleep
might get
sometime.
bored.
As long as you give us like a day in between you doing research, we're fine.
I mean, I have plenty of spells I can experiment on. Don't worry about that. I can keep myself occupied.
You do realize I have to sleep sometime, right?
I mean, you guys have to sleep. I don't. I just
Exactly.
sit there. I'm actually conscious all the time.
So, as you guys return from your jaunt into these pages of history, we'll pick up there next time.
Hey,
Hey.
See you guys.
As always,
great job.
we've been hitting banger after banger. This has been great. I love this game.
Hey, it was good episode for session 69.
Definitely.
Yeah.
See you guys
All right,
next
well,
week.
thanks everyone for joining us. Everyone take care, and always remember you are the legend beyond the dragon's tail. Good night, everybody.